I need someone who's like honest.
Why, are you describing 7 or 8 men or this one guy?
No, I can't say that.
Fangirling AP Dillon.
No.
And sorry आंटी जी, मुझे माफ करना, मैं आपके बारे में कुछ गलत नहीं बोल रही हूँ.
तो मैंने क्या बोला है?
ये कभी कुछ गलत बोलती ही नहीं.
आपकी काफी बातें भी मुझे गरिष्ठ लगी.
क्या बात है.
You can do my swayamvar if you want.
What would your dating app bio be?
What?
Yeah.
JioTV presents No Filter Neha Season 6, an initiative of Big Girl Productions and JioSavan in partnership with OnePlus, Black and White Ginger Ale, non-alcoholic beverage, Narayana Health and Rolling Stone India.
A JioTV, Big Girl Productions and Creative Land Studios creation.
Welcome to No Filter Neha, Season 6 on JioTV. Now, our guest for today is someone who's a living example of the 3 wise monkeys. She speaks, sees, and hears no evil. She's done some great roles, delivered multiple hits, and even won a national award. But to me, her biggest achievement is being such a mama's girl कि ये कभी कुछ गलत बोलती ही नहीं. Let's try and change that today as we welcome the beautiful Kriti Sanon.
My God, your intro has really given me like a little bit of nervousness. What are you going to
We
make
called
me
you
say?
wise.
So you said it was very difficult to devise the flow of the show with me. Why?
I'll tell you why. Because we've deep dived into the Kriti research book. It's an encyclopedia of goodness. And we love good people on this show, but there has to be something wrong with you somewhere. We're going to get to the bottom.
Something wrong? Meaning, there must be. Listen, I've really worked hard in maintaining a filter, which I think you're going to like break now.
No, we just are going to have a normal, candid chat.
Conversation.
Conversation.
Okay, I'm taking the pillow on me now.
Oh, nice.
Relaxed.
You know, 10 years of working in the business. It's fair to say that you've been paid with due interest. It's been a great run. Now, how do the other trophies feel in the company of the national award?
I think every actor really wants and craves for that validation in general. But I think the national award just takes, like, it took me a while to believe what had happened. I don't think I've ever had like tears in my eyes in a moment like this. I don't think I've seen my parents the way they were when it got announced. The pride in their eyes, you know, all of that.
Speaking of reaction and your mom's reaction, what we hear from someone who was around at that point said that your mom at every time has the ability, and sorry auntie ji, मुझे माफ करना, मैं आपके बारे में कुछ गलत नहीं बोल रही हूँ, but she gets a little nervous about things going too right. She goes to a point of saying कि बेटा अभी बैठ जाओ, नजर ना लग जाए, and she almost didn't believe that you won the national award.
Yeah, I mean,
she had a different take entirely. Like she was just like, "Shayad abhi phone aa jaye. Are you sure about this?" Tell
Prank
us.
to nahi tha, she said that.
Okay, so tell us the real version. We want to know.
She was literally like, I could visualize her being in a wash chair like that when I called her, and I said, "Mom, I just got a call from the ministry, and they told me that I won the national award for Best Actress for Mimi." And she was like, "Pakka? मतलब ऐसा तो नहीं कोई prank कर रहा है?" कोई prank तो नहीं था. I was like, "Mom, ministry से call आया है, prank नहीं था." So yeah, she takes a while to really digest that it's actually happened, and she's like you said, you know, she tries to see if, like, are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure? Constantly.
But I think she's also being overly protective about you. Because somewhere she must be also feeling ki, God forbid if this was a prank, which we are pretty sure
my
it
heart
wasn't.
would break, yeah.
Yes, that your heart
course,
would break.
yeah.
And then, you know, your parents want to be on board with you for every decision of yours just so that you're happy.
But my mum, by the way, is the most no-filtered person I know.
And why didn't we call her for
you
our
should
research?
have
We called
actually.
another member of your family, but that's
Yeah.
fine. We're going to get to that later. So your dad is a CA, your mom's a professor, and you were an engineering graduate. Now tell me, were they always on board with this decision that engineering ke baad, you know, you wanted to become an actor? How did they come around?
Honestly, when I started modeling, firstly, my dad was against modeling.
And why is that?
I mean, he was like, you know, it's going to distract her. Kya fayda hai? She's such a studious kid. I was very, very nerdy. I remember when I was wanting to model, you know, they make your parents sign a contract because you're still like really young. And then slowly my dad opened up to the idea of it. Like when he used to see my ads on TV, like he would be the first one to call like people in the room that, oh, her ad's coming. When I started doing TV commercials, I realized that I like being in front of the camera. I had never ever acted before that. I used to always be in the dance troupe. So acting, dramatics, tha nahi kabhi. And then when I realized it and I started dreaming of becoming an actor, I think they kind of realized that I was sort of thinking. And then I was like, you know, I want to try for films. And their point was, you have to complete your BTech and get a degree. We're not letting you go.
A safety blanket.
Yeah. In that also, I think my mom was very concerned because I was actually a very shy kid, extremely shy. My first photo shoot, my first RAM show, I've come back crying. So they've both gone really badly. My first RAM show, I messed up the choreography. Someone scolded me in front of 50 models. I came back crying. My first photo shoot, I was extremely nervous and I could sense that I was really not doing a good job. And I sat in the auto and I came back crying and I was like, Mom, I don't think I can do this. And her point was that, you know, people in this industry are very thick-skinned, like really thick-skinned. And she used to give me example of like Priyanka Chopra and all these, you know, look at how confident they are. You are pretty shy, you know, as a person, and maybe you can't handle this, maybe it's not for you. And I think somewhere over the time, I've taught myself confidence. I had stage fright. So I think they also probably didn't know that I could do it. But when I said that I really want to do this, I mean, they did discourage me in the beginning, but then eventually they were like, okay, you know, I don't want you to regret later that you could have. So go for it.
Yeah, I mean, full support and see how far you've come. I mean,
yeah, but I had that thing of, lekin GMAT mein acha score leke aana hai.
Yeah.
So that was always there.
But, you know, coming back to an important question we ask everybody, that what's that one moment in your life where you've seen yourself, where you've pushed yourself and decided to never settle? What's that one moment?
To never settle.
Never settle for anything less.
I can't name the film, but I think when I did a particular film and I'm too ethical as a person, and I think, you know, I'd said yes to it, and then while we were going to start shooting it, I was not feeling it in my gut, and I was just feeling that I don't have enough to do. And I still was like, no, you know, I've said yes to it and I can't back out. And I did it anyways. And I gave it everything while I was on set. And when it was also releasing, I think a part of me felt undervalued. And at that moment, I somewhere felt like I didn't value myself, you know, because I chose to do something that was not valuing me as an actor. And that was also a learning. And I remember the Saturday of when the film released, I think something switched in me. And I was like, I'm never going to do this again. That was a great learning for me, where I was like, you know, ये मैंने कर लिया, ये अच्छी feeling नहीं है, और ये मैं कभी नहीं करूँगी.
No, but it's so great, you know. It's like still waters run deep. On the outside, you look like you're so calm, but you're also so fierce. I love that, and I would have never known if we hadn't had this chat. I love women who are fierce.
Yeah, but I also feel like, you know, we all we're actors, and at times, like in front of media, in front of camera, we're all like so strong, and nothing is affecting us, and hee hee ha ha is going on. But there are times when what you're feeling internally is so different. And you have to mask it, and I hate that.
Yeah. No, of course. Nice knowing you, but now we're going to actually get to know you. Are you ready?
Oh, God.
Are you ready for our
I hate games,
our no filter games?
Okay.
Our most favorite part.
Shoot.
All right. So our first game is super simple. It's called Hindi Medium. We're just going to throw some Hindi words at you. All you need to do is tell us the meaning, and if you do know the meaning, try and use it in a sentence. Sabse pehla shabd, adhikar.
Adhikar is right.
Yeah.
मेरा तुम पे कोई अधिकार नहीं है.
क्या बात है. All right, Vyombala. Vyombala. It could not be a word, something I'm throwing at you, but this is a word. Yeah.
I remotely also don't know what it could mean.
हम हवाई जहाज में गए और हम व्योमबाला से मिले. What do you think it is?
The pilot?
Close.
The air hostess?
Yes.
Oh, I should know this. I'm doing the crew.
Yeah.
मैं अपनी एक फिल्म में व्योमबाला का किरदार प्ले कर रही हूँ.
क्या बात है. गरिष्ठ.
गरिष्ठ. This I should know, but I don't know.
Indigestible.
करेला मुझे गरिष्ठ लगता है.
Correct.
आपकी काफी बातें भी मुझे गरिष्ठ लगी.
Oh, really? मर गए. All right. महत्वाकांक्षी.
महत्व means important.
Yeah, very close. एक कारण आप इतनी जिंदगी में आगे निकल गई हैं क्योंकि आप इतनी महत्वाकांक्षी हैं.
She's not giving me good examples. What is the meaning?
Ambitious.
Ambitious.
Yeah, I was helping.
Mahत्वाकांक्षी is ambitious. Oh.
Zillat.
Zillat is insult, ना?
Yeah.
ये जिल्लत मुझे बिल्कुल बर्दाश्त नहीं होगी.
क्या बात है, ये वाली जो ऑडिशन है आप पूरे पास कर गए. And your last one is तबक्कुर.
हाँ? I'm already,
तबक्कुर.
तबक्कुर.
Yeah.
Tabakkur doesn't sound like Hindi. Is it? Urdu or Hindi?
You know, I want to tell you, Kriti, this entire game you got 2 right, but the one you got right was the fact that tabakkur is not a word. So well done.
Is it?
Yeah.
Are you serious? Tabakkur doesn't sound like Hindi. It could be an Urdu word, maybe. I don't know.
All right, we're going to take note of this and then change our word to fox everyone.
Are you serious? This is not a word, so you're just throwing it?
Yeah, we were just throwing this word at you.
Oh, I'm so glad I got it.
Tell us a story about a really bad audition, like an audition that went south. I'm sure you have one.
Really bad audition? I think my first audition, probably.
And what did they ask
was
you to
for
do?
Student of the Year 1.
And does Karan know you auditioned for
Yeah. I mean, I recently told him, and then he threatened me that he's gonna not threaten me, but he told me, "Oh shit, I should have taken the clip out." And I was like, "Please don't take the clip out now." To bilkul bhi nahi.
Yeah. Okay.
But when I gave that audition, it was I think my first film audition. And I remember they made us do some scene from Wake Up Sid, and they made us dance on Bahara Bahara.
And
I was terrible at it. And I don't think I even knew what I was doing.
speaking of auditions, you at some point have said that you got rejected at times for being too beautiful.
No, somebody had just said that to me that, you need to have like some sort of flaws, some quirkiness, something unique to you. You're very generic beautiful. So I didn't know if it was a compliment or was it a comment? Was it a good thing? Was it a bad thing? But at the same time, I was so new here that there were some people around me who were also telling me, I think you should get this done. I think you should get like your nose fixed. I think you should, I was hearing a lot of things. So ek taraf se I was hearing generically beautiful, and the other side there were people telling me get your teeth fixed and get this fixed. So I think it's a lot of noise. I think you just gotta believe in what you believe you are. That's very important.
But now you have your own production house. Now you're on the other side. Now tell us that one thing about being a producer that no one warned you about.
They'll make you work harder and for longer hours as an actor. Because it's your production.
Yeah,
so they're like, nahin, lekin ye khatam karna padega. There were times I've worked for 16 hours, 17 hours and dying, but I was like, no, but we have to finish this scene. So a lot of people who when I told them this, they were like, see, now you've become a producer, you're seeing what budget is and what the day's cost is and all.
So are you different now as an actor on other producers' set?
I've always been very understanding. I don't think I've ever not been a producer's actor. But yeah, I think that's something to change in my production or when we're working, that this can't happen.
When you got your first film and you were launched, opposite a star kid, and of course you're a rank outsider, and you've told us, the number of auditions and all that you've been through. Do you think at any level, of course, and I feel it exists, nepotism does exist, but there's nothing wrong with that. It doesn't mean that the
it
star
does exist
kid,
in every field.
Yeah, and it doesn't also mean that the star kids have it easy. But do you think at some level they underplay it? Do you think your peers who are star kids underplay the fact that it exists?
See, it exists in every field. I think everyone has their own struggles. While we were getting launched, I was with Tiger. Now, Tiger had separate pressures because people were really looking at him. What is he going to do? Oh my God, he has to live up to the expectations of his dad and blah, blah, blah. And I remember him being extremely stressed also, the comparison and all the eyeballs. I had my own struggles. For me, I was like, okay, I hope people know my name. I don't know how to make people know my name. There were times when I would be at the airport and someone would just say, "Arey, wo Tiger Shroff ki film mein aayi thi." So I think everyone has their own struggles. For me, I feel like when you don't come from a film background, it takes way longer for people to register who you are. I had to make my name be audible, visible, for people to connect my face to my name. Everything is so uncertain. You don't have someone backing you. You don't have that's why I needed GMAT to back me.
To back you. But you're backing someone, Kriti Sanon, your sister. Does that make it easier for her now because she's also your sister?
She always says that I actually have double pressure because it's not like I've been born in this industry that people know me. They don't. I'm not grown up in front of people that they know me. It's not like you are going to make calls because I don't do that normally. And she's like, but your name is attached, so I do have to struggle to make my own identity. But I think she's always been very clear that she wants to have her own path and do it her own way, because she knows and she feels and she realizes that both of us are very different as people.
Which is good. Yeah. So now, we also called her and we asked her very simple
Yeah, the fly on the wall, I'm sure.
No.
That was a fly on the wall.
But we did call her and we asked her. We have the simple routine where we asked a loved one to describe you in 3 words. Nupur did.
Okay.
And she had some wonderful things to say about you. Can you tell us those 3 words? What do you think your sisters said?
Real? I don't know where she went actually.
Okay, real.
Good-hearted, I think.
Okay. Wow. And the third?
Mummy type? I don't know.
Mummy type. Nupur, on a very brief phone call, has described you in 3 words.
Okay.
One is Sida.
Seedha.
Okay.
Na Hindi what she's using.
No,
okay.
it's fine. 2 is gullible.
Seedha and gullible is similar. but
Yeah,
okay.
similar-ish.
Yeah.
But actually, she called you painfully Sida. And the third one is hopelessly romantic.
Oh yes, that I am.
For someone who's hopelessly romantic.
To be single.
To be single.
Is the
Please
same.
give us this. This doesn't add up.
Listen, I've told everybody around me, if you have anyone in mind, please let me know.
Yeah.
I'm telling you also.
All right, fine.
You can do
What
my
would-
swayamvar if you want.
And what would your dating app bio be?
I can't do dating apps.
Okay, can't do dating apps, but you want to make a plea to anyone who's single right now?
I am a bit old school that way. I believe in effort and gestures and romance, and I think romance is dying, and it's sad. Like I feel like I need someone who's like honest, who's loyal, who's extremely loving.
Why, are you describing 7 or 8 men or just one guy?
Just one guy.
Okay.
That's the problem, I think.
Okay, yeah.
I think my list needs to
I feel like yeah.
tall.
Yeah, okay, tall. Yeah, okay.
This is to वैसे ही
So let's just
disqualify हो जाते हैं.
let's just figure out who your perfect guy is. Let's just do an exercise. It's
I
not.
might just need a robot. I feel.
Yeah. Nice one. All right, she needs a robot, guys.
I think
yeah.
I will have to design
If they
a
come
robot.
as perfect as this, then yeah, which they do, right?
No, everyone has flaws. Flaws is fine. But am I asking for too much? These are like basics.
No, you're not
Mine
asking.
is the tall, maybe.
Okay, so for me, I'll tell you the best advice my dad gave me about being in a relationship or finding the right guy. He was like, if you in your head had to score, if your partner or the person who you're falling for is even a 6 on 10, you've done extremely well for yourself.
Yeah.
So if you discard 4 things out of the 10 things you want, you're on a good wicket.
I think being a good person, is
Okay,
priority.
now we're starting
So that's
again.
not negotiable. I feel like, how you are as a person, I think eventually, I think it's the most important decision
Yeah.
of your life. You must be knowing that.
Yeah. For me, friendship.
most important
Friendship,
decision
not
of your
boring. Someone I can trust. I know who's going to there's loyalty there. Those basics are there. That's fine.
तो मैंने क्या बोला है?
But you
मैंने
are
यही
one
सब
more.
बोला है, please.
बहुत सारी. Yeah, मतलब मेरे
You
को
also said the same thing in your list.
But tall ball से मेरे को कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता. But tall मिल गया मेरे को, so it's fine. But now moving on, the
आपको
show
मिल
is
गया है ना,
not.
इसलिए आपको फर्क नहीं
नहीं,
पड़ता.
show is not about me. No. We're moving on to our next game. You have this. We're going to ask you a question. If you're guilty of doing the above, all you have to do is a thumbs up. Otherwise, thumbs down.
Thanks for telling me that.
Okay, no, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Are you guilty on crushing on a co-star?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Making up a fake reason for getting late on set.
Getting late on set, no, but getting late to my vanity and then I hurry my team up.
Acha,
I'm
so-
like, guys, now you have to
Yeah,
my
yeah.
alarm didn't ring.
Yeah. Okay, getting late. Acha. Answering a question without understanding it.
No.
Watching the first cut of a film and realizing ये नहीं चलेगी.
So I'm not good with first cuts. So मैं usually बोलती हूँ मुझे मत दिखाओ.
So in between. पर पता चल जाता है the first time you've seen a film and you'll be like, oh ये.
नहीं.
पता
I'm
नहीं
not.
चलता.
See, first cut, I'm only being critical. That's the thing about me.
Fangirling AP Dillon.
No.
Dumping your
I mean,
partner.
I love his music, but no, not
Okay.
fangirling.
Not fan.
I'm
Explanation.
never starstruck.
Dumping your partner for someone hotter. Complimenting an actor's film without meaning it.
Sometimes had to.
Yeah. Saving your ex's souvenirs. Fly on the wall चाहिए इसके लिए हमें. Crying after reading a movie review. Your movie review.
No, I never cried.
All right. Being too critical of yourself.
Always.
All right. Lying on this show.
Not yet, actually.
Oh, you haven't lied as
No.
yet? So you are single?
Yeah, I am single.
You're single?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. All right. So you're not lying.
Ask around, yeah.
No, okay, fine. Now we see this supermodel from Delhi who's pally with her nunchucks and boxing gloves and, martial arts and kicks and punches. Now, you decided to do all these stunts on your own. Why did you take it on upon yourself? Was it a huge image shedding act, or is it just something that you're cut out for?
I just like challenges. Actually, I look very athletic. I'm not at all. I think for me in films, in any film, for example, I need something to challenge me, to scare me a little bit and feel like, oh shit, I don't know how I'm going to do this, to be excited about it. So I think when I was doing Ganpat, I think, the fact that I would get to do action and I don't know anything about it, and I am not someone who's very athletic in life, I was like, okay, let's do it. It'll be cool. It'll be fun.
You know what happens when that one odd film, like a Ganpat, especially when you worked so hard on it, it doesn't end up doing as much at the box office. Now, how hard is it for you to bounce back? Like, how much time does it take?
It depends on the film, and it also depends whether when I'm approaching the Friday, do I expect that to happen or not? I will not be able to move on if I feel like I've not given my best. That is way more important, because I feel like you can only do your best in what you're doing. Baki film kaisa karegi, what is the timing, when is it releasing, how are people liking it, how is the VFX? It's not in your control.
Yeah.
So you can't sulk on it for too long. Of course, every film matters and you want every film to do well, and you want on the Friday magic to happen, whether or not you're expecting something and people to go and watch the film. When it doesn't, I do sulk, I do feel bad. I read all reviews, and then I think the weekend goes a little bit, like my mom comes in and she's like, kuch khayegi, so that happens.
And then you have a
because
moment.
the appetite goes away.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but then eventually you move on. When you're working, because your mind gets occupied, you move on. I've realized both success and failure are very temporary, and you need to just keep working.
First, let's go back to Mimi. Like, when you read the script, did you think that, okay, this is it? This is that film for me?
No, I didn't know it was that film. I just knew that I wanted to do it, and I just knew that it was challenging me in ways that I had not been challenged before. And I knew I was ready for something that heavy, and that whole film being on my shoulders. And while I was talking to Lakshman sir, he was telling me you have to gain 10 kilos. And then later, while I gained 7 kilos, he's like, aap bahut lambe ho, aapko 15 karna padega. So I knew it's going to be challenging, but I didn't know it will turn out to be that. Until I was done with some 60% of the film.
And then you were like, okay, this is probably that film, the big
I was
kind
just
of...
feeling it in my bones when I was doing it. Like when we were towards the end, I remember talking to Pankaj sir, and I was like, "Kya lag raha hai aapko?" And he gave me a box office number, which it never released in theaters. But I think everybody was feeling it. While doing the scenes, when every scene just comes above paper and you've already loved the paper, everybody was really passionate.
Yeah, I know. I remember being very pregnant while watching the film, and you and I had our first heart-to-heart conversation. And this was anybody tells me that, who's your DM friend? Because it's a cool thing to have. I'm my first Insta DM friend was Kriti Sanon. I'm just happy to be saying this to people. And then I'm I was so moved. I was 7 months pregnant, and I pretty much howled the whole night, and I feel like we were messaging each other for an hour, because you were
Your
brilliant.
message was so long and so heartfelt, and I was just feeling like you've just watched it and just felt a lot and said it to me.
Yeah, I did,
Yeah,
because
it's really
you were
sweet.
amazing. Now, this generation has some of the best actresses. You said this sometime back in the interview where you're sometimes you see a film and you're ye to main bhi kar sakti thi, main isse acha kar sakti thi. Do you feel that?
इससे अच्छा वाली बात नहीं होती है, but when you see someone also perform really well, or when you see a great character, and you're like, oh my God, I wish I get an opportunity like this. So that does happen.
Which one was this?
So many of them, yeah. When I saw Gangubai, I felt what a character, and for the first time, probably after so long, it's happened before, but I feel like after a very long time, someone pitched a girl for the lack of a word, a hero. Everything that she was doing, the character had so much depth, it had power, it was fierce. and it was like shot in a way where you're like really, really presenting someone.
Yeah.
You know, so it was shot really well. Of course, Mr. Bansali does that with all his characters. So I feel like when I saw that, I was like, wow, you know, what an opportunity, what a character to play.
But like I said, some of the best actresses are, you know, in this generation. They're all getting, you know, their due right now. You've done some amazing roles. Teri baaton mein aisa ulja jiya.
I love that you said it in one go.
Oh yeah?
It's a long one.
But that wasn't my question. What's the worst part about acting with Shahid Kapoor?
What?
Yeah. You wanted it in one go, so yeah.
Oh, what's the worst part of acting with Shahid Kapoor? I think he's probably the only actor who I was nervous to dance with. Like really nervous. Because he's just so good. And he's been a dancer before he's been an actor, you know? And he's just like better
He was my dance teacher 22
Really?
years ago, yeah.
Dude, he's just so good and he learns it so fast and his energy, his steps are kadak ekdam, you know, and you suddenly feel like, I wish I was a robot, you know, when you're dancing with him.
And to be that, and to think that you're that, but you're not actually.
Yeah, but he's really, really good. So I remember being very nervous. Like when we were doing Lal Pili Aakhiyan, I was like, oh my God, he dances really well. But I had not seen him dance for a while. So even I wanted to see Shahid Kapoor dance.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah.
You're in this really high pressure, demanding business. Now tell me, do you go the extra mile to kind of stay true to your cultural roots?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's one part of me I don't want to let go. You know, I feel like my values, everything, you know, the rootedness is what I really love. At heart, I'm still a middle class girl. Of course, you know, a lot of things that I do, I have fortunately, by God's grace, earned a lot more that I can give my family a certain comfort. But I'm still like, I want to sit niche bedkar, normally khana and all. I think that's me. I don't want to let go of like my roots, and I'm very proud of the culture that we have in India, and I think I love celebrating all festivals.
Yeah, you do?
I think my favorite outfit is a sari.
Yeah, and we've seen you in that many times and you look
My
beautiful.
stylist is irritated and almost annoyed of me wearing saris, and she's like, can we like do something else Indian? And I'm like, but a sari is a sari.
Yeah, it really is. And you look stunning in it. All right, we're going to our last game. And it's super simple. It's called Bol Ya Bol. हम कुछ आपसे सवाल पूछेंगे. Obviously, आपको बहुत आदत है अवार्ड्स लेने की. तो यहाँ पे हम नो फिल्टर नेहा अवार्ड्स देंगे.
Okay.
So आपको सिर्फ इन सवालों का जवाब देना है, which means बोल. और अगर आप इन सवालों का जवाब नहीं देंगे, ये बोल में हाथ डालेंगे. जो यहाँ लिखा है आपको वो करना है.
Oh,
Yeah. So बोल या बोल. The award for the best moves in the business.
Tiger Shroff,
Okay. The award for the best press conference answers.
Shah Rukh sir. I think he has some really witty answers.
Yeah, you're doing very well in this
Yeah.
game. I'm surprised. It's supposed to be a tough
We
game.
just started.
The Stop Posting Thirst Traps Awards.
I think Tiger again.
The Savage AF Award.
You.
Guys, thanks. Best Two Left Feet Award.
Best two left feet. I think best two left feet.
Yeah.
I think Aditya Roy Kapoor.
Self-proclaimed.
Self-proclaimed.
You are.
Self-proclaimed.
Okay. Self-proclaimed. Okay. Yeah, ठीक है. The best legs in the business.
Katrina.
Great choice. The Admit You're Together Already Award.
Ananya and someone.
Okay. The Best Social Media Game Award.
I think Shahid. I really like what he posts, and he posted some like reels and some transition stuff, and it's pretty cool.
All right. And the award for the best engineer turned actor. Oh, okay. That's good. Isn't that a shared prize?
Shared with
As
who?
in, it's a tie between you and Karthik or no?
I'm giving it to myself.
Oh, I love that. And the award for reevaluate their dating choices.
I can't. I have a name in my mind, but I
But
can't.
say it then.
No, I can't. I
Okay,
can't. It's
fine.
okay. एक तो निकाल लेती हूँ. क्या है ये?
It'll probably be something very easy.
Whack yourself on the head with a club thrice. Oh,
This is easy.
this is easy. 1, 2, 3.
You did well, I have to say. You did really well in our games.
Yeah, I know. I took out only one cheat. I'm very proud of myself.
बोल या बोल आपने तो सब बोल ही
बोल
दिया. क्या बात है. हमको कुछ we have to reevaluate our questions. You made our show look very easy.
No, thanks for making it easy for me.
Kriti, thank you so much. This is a little hamper from
Thank
all of us
you.
at No Filter and at JioTV. Thank you so much for being on our show. Keep shining, keep rocking, keep hustling. Continue to be fierce.
Thank you for
so
this
much.
this pink gift with the pink shoes.
Hopefully that little bio that you've given about the man that you're looking for, you find one. But
Or
even
a
if you
robot.
don't, yeah, or a robot. Yeah, and even if you don't, we love you just the way you are.
Produced by Creative Land Studios, shot at Creatorland.
Outdoor partner, Bright Outdoor Media Limited.